before, I know it's late, so let me just show one more cool trick. This is the kind of thing I was talking about in the lecture earlier today. Let's say we need to know how fast she's going, right? So the first thing I'm going to do, if you guys haven't worked with animation layers, I think some people asked about learning a little bit more about that. Here, we'll do a little demo right now. So there are no keys on this, as we see over here in the channel box. I'm going to go ahead and hit S just so there are keys. As soon as I'm using animation layers, I want to have keys on my base layer. I hit this button. We know this. I have a base anim. I have my animation layer. So right here, I'm going to name this, let's just name it movement. And in this, I'm just going to hit Shift W. And what you'll notice is this only sets keys on my translates. And then at frame 30, I'm going to do the same, but I'm just going to move it forward that far. And then I'm going to turn these to linear. And now the game designers can tell me I need her to move 240 centimeters a second. And I can say, I know for a fact it's moving that fast, and this is what it looks like. It doesn't work. I need her to move 150 meters. Okay, that feels okay. Now, I know I've only done that far. What we can do with this is we can, in our layer, as you can see, I have my layer selected. This is an additive layer. I select my curve. I then turn offset with cycle with offset, so it continues the parabola that we set for it. What this does is now I can see it just moving forever. This still feels too fast. A lot of times now I can just kind of play around with this, be like, I can get that to work. So you can then take this guy. This is a fun little something to this guy. Now I'm going to copy those. Put them right here. It's going to flip them, I understand. So now I know that that is exactly the speed, so this should be okay. Pretty close, and I can fix it if it's not. So it's not, but that's okay. So now what I'll do is, like I said, I can grab my field chart. So this is kind of what I was talking about. We'll go ahead and change the background so it's a little easier to see. So if I know that this frame, let's go ahead and put this. I know this is my contact frame I want to keep. I'm doing a little too much. This is a polish node. I wouldn't do this at this point in time. I'd put that right on the 1. Oh, it moved off. So now I just pull this here. Okay. You stay still now. Biggest offender. It's actually right here. Okay. Let's go some front. Hey, it's stuck though, huh? And then done. Okay. All right. Now my feet are sticking. Just took all 2 seconds to do. Now I can just kind of take this exact same curve, bring it over to here, grab my Z, delete that because I don't need any more, paste it, flip it. Oops, I might have to fix this a little bit. Oh, haha, that's why. Because I picked the wrong one. It's right here. Slide it over. Oops. I see. I was being silly. Just move this over there. There. Duh me. And so now they stick. Move this up to make sure it's staying where I want it to be. And now that way, if they're like, well, I'm sorry, I'm not going to look at till the feet stick. Well, it took me all 2 minutes, and now we have feet sticking. Cool thing about this, sure, I can turn my layer off. Nothing's broken. All stays the same. I can turn it back on and make sure that my feet are planted and sticking. Turn it off, work on the mechanics. Turn it on, make sure it works at the speed that the designers and I have discussed. Okay, cool. Hopefully that's useful.